The Texas State Bobcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will kick it away to start. Fair catch called for and made. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right.
He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give is to Williams. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Gets his 1st one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's is looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and short now from their own 48. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And they did not fool the defense at all. They were ready, set the edge, did not let the guy get outside and make a big game. Nice job by this defense, dialed in.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires and picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He completed the pass, but welcome to college football, freshman. He took a hit there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 30. Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the one, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Lets it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive gains.
They'll try to run for it. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
After run, now throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Get set.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas State 7, Cincinnati 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Let's go.
Right back to the well. He's there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Bearcats have it with a first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line on this giant defensive tackle.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Got it.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Snags it quickly on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 from their own 17. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bearcats! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sparks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Sends it downfield. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Off play action on first down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Sparks. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. At the 45 on its way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You can be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
Running back is the ball carrier. He's brought down at
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking down the left side. Touchdown, Bobcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Fires one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Sorsby. He finds his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, look at make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half.
Number 36, set to kick off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
And it's on the ground. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The toss to the outside. Nice move there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast, and that's all that matters.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The give is to Williams.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Quickly to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself,
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Here we go. Flex.
To the air, it's Sorsby. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
and this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tackled, but he has a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They are up by 7 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play.
Get set, get set.
To the air. It's Sorsby. Quick strike complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Wants to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas State 21, Cincinnati.
First down to start the drive after the break. Now on the option. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense.
He's going up top. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a connection. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking to scramble. Got a man. It's Sparks. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. to the ground to try to move the chains.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the fourth quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Cincinnati, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his man down the middle. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
going for the big play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. A handoff, keep working on that clock. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. right, coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts. This offense will try it here again. They'll try to pick up the first. The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
He made a lot of mistakes.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll try to take it back. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the toss. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on 2nd down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10. Trying to pick up a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.